Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from Gizmodo. Now this was published on the 14th, sorry. I had to look at the time and look at the date to see, because it says Thursday. So yeah, it was published on May 14th. Written by Joanna Nelius. The UPS is reviewing its Amazon package delivery fees because of Trump. And that's a good thing, but yet she wants to try to portray it as it's not a good thing, and that it was, big bad evil Trump. Orange Batman, which you would think probably not a good idea. I mean, because hey, the United States Postal Service has this unreasonable pension burden that they have to deal with because they have to fund a decade. It's ridiculous. They have to assume people are going to die at the post office or retire from the post office and basically fund their pension ahead of time, decades. It's ridiculous. And they're not profitable because you have, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, DHL, and others taking advantage of the post office to ship shit that they're charging others more money to ship. At least on the note of FedEx, DHL, and UPS, that's the case. But, Amazon, they're getting a fucking cakewalk deal to deliver shit from them. So, yeah. And at some point, Amazon's going to have their shit built out, and they're going to go fuck the Postal Service, and the post office is not going to be able to have made really any money off of them because, Bezos is going to take advantage of this for as long as he can until he gets his own shit set up. They need to jack up prices now so they can make some money off of Amazon before Amazon goes, screw you. Almost a month after President Donald Trump threatened to block a $10 billion emergency loan to the U.S. Postal Service unless it raised shipping prices on companies like Amazon, UPS, and FedEx, the United States Postal Service has decided to review its package delivery contracts, according to anonymous sources who spoke with the Washington Post. Trump has complained for a long time that he believes the United States Postal Service undercharges those companies to deliver on its behalf, and has consistently pushed the independent agency to charge them more, approximately 4 times more, than what it currently does. Yeah, because, let's see, those companies are literally charging, what it would cost, all right, because they're getting a deal with the Postal Service, so they're getting a discount. And at minimum, what it would cost you to have something shipped with UPS or FedEx, especially UPS, because FedEx is even more. But with UPS, it's 2 to 3 times, if not more, the going rate that the Postal Service charges the average consumer. If you go and order something online, and they give you the option, of UPS, FedEx, and the Postal Service. Look at the difference. And in most cases, that FedEx or the FedEx or the UPS, they're going to be shipped by the Postal Service anyways at some point. Now, obviously, if they're able to make money doing that shit like UPS and FedEx, something's going on. They're literally pawning off to the Postal Service, the people that should be delivering packages. Independently, that should be taking consumers' money directly. They're pawning off shit to the Postal Service. They're getting a fucking pittance of what they would if they did it directly themselves. And we should be okay with that. That's what they're trying to say. Or Amazon getting their fucking deal that they got. See, they try to leave out the fact that to promote e-commerce, companies that did e-commerce back in these early days got these sweet fucking deals, and Amazon was one of them, and they still get this deal to this day. You got a guy who's worth billions of dollars, who has a company that's worth billions of dollars, okay? And he's getting the early 1990s cut rate fucking shipping deal. That should say something about what that needs to be change going on here. They should be charged 4 times more. If they don't raise the price, I'm not signing anything. So they'll raise the price so that they'll become maybe even profitable, but so they lose much less money. Yeah, because they have this ridiculous burden with pensions that they need to cover. They've got all these other things going on that make them not profitable. They need someone to come in and run them like a fucking business. But yeah, so they'll lose much less money, said Trump. Trump has blamed the United States Postal Service financial troubles on not charging other retail and delivery companies enough to use their service, even when the USPS is required to charge a certain amount, which she wants to fail to mention with that certain amount. It's the whole e-commerce thing that gives the sweet deal to fucking Amazon. The deal that should end. The United States Postal Service has always fought back, saying it maintains the prices it does to stay competitive in the marketplace. How are you being competitive when you are literally charging so little that FedEx and UPS and DHL are able to turn a fucking profit by taking money from people and literally having you ship the shit that they should be shipping? How are you competitive? You are literally being the bitch to UPS, FedEx, and DHL. You are not being a profitable company. You are literally looking for fucking table scraps, and you are getting jack shit for your time, your trouble, your effort, and your energy. Explain to me how you're being competitive, because I think I just destroyed your ability to do that. But hey, I'll try to listen to it if you ever wanted to tell me. But with Deputy Postmaster General Ronald Stroman's resignation, the finance chairman of the 2020 Republican National Convention, Louis DeJoy, set to become the new Postmaster General on June 15th. It appears the United States Postal Service has quietly broken down out of what seems to like desperation to stay afloat, especially during the current pandemic, and fear that Trump might follow through with these threats. They don't want the books opened. They don't want the general public to know that they've got this ridiculous pension burden. They don't want the general public to know that they're getting fucked left, right, and center by DHL, UPS, FedEx, Amazon, and a few others. They don't want that out there. They don't want it to be known that they're not being run as a business, that they're being run by business. You don't think that the last Postmaster General and the Assistant Postmaster General weren't getting wined and dined by, like, say, someone from fucking Amazon or whatever? I bet you if you looked, I bet you they got some fucking kickbacks. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Because anyone goes into that position and tries to run that like a business is going to be like, this shit's got to stop. But these assholes kept saying, no, it's got to go. It's got to continue. It's got to continue. Give me a break. You got to start turning a profit. All right? The whole point is the Postal Service is supposed to run at a profit. You can't do that when you're charging companies like Amazon a fucking cakewalk little fucking, sweet deal. And the same with, FedEx and DHL and UPS. Amazon, none of them shouldn't be getting the deals that they're getting. All right? FedEx, DHL, and UPS, they should be literally shipping their own shit. It shouldn't be. They're taking more money from someone and then it's going to the Postal Service. It shouldn't work like that. I mean, this is ridiculous. According to the Washington Post, over the last few weeks, the United States Postal Service has been seeking bids from consulting firms to re-examine what the agency charges companies like Amazon, UPS, and FedEx. Yeah, see, they're actually looking like shit. We got to at least look like we're trying to be involved with this because they know that Trump ultimately can fuck them on the status quo shit and cause the Postal Service to actually have to operate like a business. Contracts are generally reviewed on a yearly basis, and analysts have repeatedly warned that suddenly raising package prices that drastically would cause more bad than good, not just for the United States Postal Service or Amazon, but for small businesses and individuals too. But you see, those small businesses and individuals, their rates are not going to go up. This is what they're trying to push, that everyone's going to pay more. No. He's talking about Amazon, UPS, FedEx, and DHL not getting the sweet fucking deals that they got, okay? Most small businesses do not get the fucking deals that these companies do. Most small businesses use the 2-day shipping and get the boxes that are one fucking rate. That's how most small businesses ship their shit. They don't get a discount on that. They don't get special fucking shipping. So how the hell are they going to be hurt by this if they're literally getting the 2-day boxes, the one price boxes to ship their shit? That makes no sense. Because they're literally paying the same price you or I would pay. Oh, God. Additionally, Trump and the Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, have been trying to attach several caveats to the emergency loan from April, which would grant the Trump administration financial oversight over package prices and bulk discount contracts. It is one step on a steep slope to the United States Postal Service losing its status as an independent agency. Well, maybe it shouldn't be an independent agency when you have people who are running it that are running it into the fucking ground. Maybe they need someone else to step in. Because the mentality is, well, they're a federal agency. Who gives a shit if they run it into the ground? We should be able to run our agency into the ground, and there shouldn't be anyone to step in and hit the brakes. Well, no, there should be. That's why. If he has to use these caveats to get in, good. If they actually have a businessman there negotiating this shit, we might actually see the post office turn a fucking profit. And that's what they're afraid of. It's not the independence of the agency. It's the fact that he'll show them up. It's the fact that he'll get good deals and make those fucking idiots who ran the post office, the postal service, into the ground look how they are. Instead of, oh, well, they were just trying to do what was right and this and that. No, they'll look like the fucking idiots they are. Package shipments amount for 5% of the United States Postal Service volume, but 30% of its revenue. Since the pandemic has shuttered cities all over the country, package volume has increased by 70%. However, a deep drop in personal marketing mail has cut revenue by a huge amount, and the increase in package shipments has been unable to account for that loss. As of now, the United States Postal Service is on track to lose $13 billion by the end of this year. Now, this is what I find funny about this. The junk mail that no one fucking looks at is supposedly one of the bigger fucking moneymakers. Why do I find that kind of, like, bullshit? That makes absolutely no sense. When you have someone paying a couple pennies for a fucking mailer to be sent, like fourth class, they shouldn't really be making that much money off of it. And it also goes to show that they're not charging nearly enough for their packages from Amazon and UPS and FedEx and DHL that they're fucking delivering. Because the volume has increased 70%. They should be making money hand over fucking fist right now. If they were charging the going rate. They should be charging the same rate or close to it. They should be a little bit cheaper than what UPS and FedEx and DHL charge for something to be shipped. Okay, they should be just a little bit under. They shouldn't be, substantially cheaper. Especially for, like, okay, for the average person, yeah. For, like, the average person, like, the 2-day boxes, their prices are fine. But this idea that, let me rephrase what I'm saying, is that what they're being charged, okay, like these companies, the 70% increase, because Amazon right now is doing hand-over-fist business, okay? UPS is shipping shit that they're having, and FedEx is shipping shit that they're having the post office deliver. That 70% increase, they should be making money hand over fist, period. End of story. They should have more than what their losses have been offset from the junk mail. If they haven't, there's something wrong. When you have a 70% increase in your packages, there's something fucking wrong if you're not turning a profit at that point. Attempting to circumvent Trump's influence over the United States Postal Service, congressional Democrats have included funding for the independent agency in his $3 trillion Health and Economic Recovery Omnibus Emergency Solutions Act, or HEROES Act, which gives $25 billion in aid to the United States Postal Service and prevents the Trump administration from being able to dictate package prices and contracts. Because, see, I wonder why they would do that. Could it be that Amazon, Jeff Bezos, gives them, I'm sure he's second to the Chinese Communist Party, but he gives the Democrats a shit ton of money, just like the CCP does. So, yeah, you don't think that they're doing this because Bezos called them up and said, hey, yeah, I haven't fully implemented my delivery yet, and, I don't want to be paying fair market value, so, yeah, why don't you take money from the federal government and bail out the post office, make Trump look bad. And that way, because Trump and I don't get along, because, my Washington shitpost literally sits there and shitposts about Trump all day. And yeah, how about you do that? How about you save my ass? How about you make it so I can keep paying shit? So the day I decide to leave the post office, they become even more fucked. That's what I'm guessing happened. Okay? Because Bezos owns a lot of Democrats, has them in their pocket. just as much as the CCP does. I mean, they have multiple allegiances, but yeah, you know that he got the Democrats to do that shit. And they think it's going to make Trump look bad. And he's going to be like, yeah, they're going to piss through that $25 billion. And when they, if he gets reelected, they're going to piss through that $25 billion. No problem. Okay. And he's going to go, see, I told you so. They're kicking the can down the road if Trump wins the election. That's all they're doing. And they're kicking it down the road so Bezos can fuck us over even more down the road. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, I've covered this. Oh. So those are the questions I thought. So those were the comments. Anyway, but yeah, I've covered this well enough. I'm going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.